Hi, welcome to this partner stretching session. It will be a 20-minute session in which we will do a little warm up and then we'll go into dynamic stretches and some holding positions, so some deeper stretches. We will be performing the stretches simultaneously, so we are both enjoying the relaxation at the same time. What you need is your own body, your breath, and ideally 2 yoga mats. One is also fine. Okay, let's get going. First, I would like to start with a little bit of just checking in with ourselves. So you can close your eyes, position your feet about hip width apart. Take a few deep breaths and feel how your body is, how your mind is. Do you feel like your body weight is really going down, and do you feel rooted into the ground? Or are you more up there in the head space? Let's take one deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. And I would like to invite you to sway a little bit from the left to the right, alternating, putting your weight on each foot. And maybe it will feel a bit stiff. Maybe other parts of your body are already flexibly moving along. And as you do so, remember to breathe nicely, not too deep, not forced, but through the nose. Maybe your head is swaying. Maybe you feel your hands sliding down your legs. You can also bend your knees a little bit. Really tune into what it is that your body wants right now. And now I invite you to keep doing as you are, but to open the eyes and to look your partner in the eyes. Maybe you can give a little smile. And take another deep breath in and out through the mouth. And we will gently come to a hold. We will now start with the first dynamic stretch. We will start actually individually by just having our feet in the same position, hip width apart, and swinging the hands from side to side, basically rotating the upper body. And try to look back as you go backward. And now slow this down. Take one step closer to one another. And so we were both going to make the same rotation, but in the opposite direction. So I'm going to turn towards the camera and Jan is going to turn the other way. And as we do so, we will take each other's hands, also the other hand, and gently stretch each other a little bit further. Make sure to really lengthen from the top of your head so you have a long position. You can only use each other to go a bit further without forcing or pulling too much on the other person. Just take a deep breath in and out. And we come back. Take a deep breath in the neutral position. And hold. And with the next inhale, we turn the opposite direction. And we do the same movements. You might feel that the stretch goes a bit more supple on one side. Like for me, for instance, this is a bit more stiff. So I don't force myself, don't force my partner. Instead, I use his hands to pull myself gently deeper in the position. Take one deep breath in and out as we turn back to the neutral position. And I invite you to after every stretch, just take a little moment to breathe and feel into how your body feels right now. Take a little moment of eye contact before we go into the next position, which we will turn with our backs to one another. You can touch, the buttocks can touch. This one will be a forward fold. So we take a deep breath in. And as we breathe out, we fold forward. You might have to reposition your feet a little bit as the buttocks of your partner might be pressing into yours. And here I invite you to really take a nice, deep, but non-forced breath into the belly, as it will allow you to get a bit deeper into the stretch. You hold your own ankles and use this as a leverage to go a bit deeper into the stretch. Before we start going really into an active partner stretch. For the partner stretch, you can either take each other's hands. You can do this from the outside or the inside. This is a little bit more challenging. And gently use each other's to pull yourself a bit deeper into the stretch. So you're not forcing the other person. If something feels too intense and you feel like your partner is pulling you a bit too deep into the stretch, you can just gently squeeze your hands so it gives a clear sign for your partner to be a little less intense. If you feel like you can go a little bit deeper into the stretch, you can also take the ankles of your partner or the shins. You have to find a little bit how to position the arms. And continue to breathe. Before we come up, you can go back to just holding your own ankles or even just your thighs, whatever feels possible for you right now. And as we take a deep breath in, we will roll up vertebrae by vertebrae on the out breath. And again, we take a little moment to root down, to feel the effect of the stretch. Now you can take a little step forward. You're still close to your partner, back to back. And what we're going to do now is a rotation. So as we did before we did quite of a dynamic rotation, we are now going to use the body of our partner to rotate deeply. We will start on one side. I will rotate towards the camera and Jan will rotate the other side. So we take a deep breath in and we rotate outwards on the out breath. Here you can use your partner's body to hold yourself in the rotation. Again, Jan is taller than me, so maybe for him it's easier to put his hands, one hand on my shoulder, one hand on my hip. And for me, going a bit lower works better. It's important to keep breathing into your belly. And you might notice this that on the out breath, you can rotate a little bit further. And again, it's important to know that I'm not pushing or forcing Jan in any position. I'm just using the leverage of his body to find the perfect stretch for myself. And we'll take one more breath in. And on the out breath, we gently release our hands and return to a neutral position. Take a little moment to feel our feet, our legs, our hips, our back after the stretch. And on the next breath out, we turn the other way, the other direction. You can try to experiment with where you position your hands. What we are doing now is one hand on the hip of our partner and one hand on the shoulder, which for us and our height difference works. The height difference works very well. And you check your breath as you are going deeper in the stretch. Are you still breathing in your belly? Can you use the out breath to go a little bit further? We're gonna stay for one more deep breath in and out. And on the out breath, we gently release our arms and turn back to the neutral position. Take a little moment to feel our body after this stretch. And maybe your body feels more balanced. Maybe you feel that one side is a bit more tense, a bit more supple. Maybe you feel a soreness somewhere. It's important to take it into account for the next stretch so you do not force yourself. For the next stretch, we're going to be facing one another and we will be sitting down. We're going to do a straddle forward fold. So you can choose to sit on the yoga mat. It can be a bit more comfortable. You don't have to force yourself in any way. Just spread your legs as far as you can. And then you find a position that works to position your feet against one another. So I like to not go too deep or not too intense with this forward fold immediately. So for the start, we will just take each other's hands. You can also take the wrist like this, which is quite stable. And we'll make it dynamic first. So I will be bending backwards and gently pulling Jan forward. And I feel like a natural stop. So I'm going to use that intuition and allow Jan to pull me into the stretch. And we do this for 5 times. You might feel that you already want to go deeper. Don't worry, we will do that. The idea is to now just gently sway each other deeper into the stretch. And as you lean backwards, you can really try to keep your back straight. You see that Jan uses more of his hands to pull me forward. And I prefer to combine this with bending backwards. Do this 2 more times. Now we will go into a holding stretch. So I invite you to hold each other's leg. If you feel very comfortable with your partner, you can also just hold each other's shoulders and face each other's heads and kind of fold forward together. If you feel less comfortable, it can help to kind of cross and take the thigh of your partner, the opposite thigh. So we will be doing this right now. And you can use the thigh of your partner to pull yourself as deep as is comfortable for you into the stretch. What I like to do is just turn my head left and right a little bit to tune in with my neck. And take nice and deep breaths into my belly. On the next breath out, we're gonna gently come up. Take 5 seconds to just recenter before we go to the opposite eye or we lean a bit further towards one another into the stretch, depending on what option you chose. And again, don't force yourself too far. The ideal stretch will feel a bit challenging, but will not hurt. And you may notice that as you breathe out, you can go a little bit deeper into the stretch. We're going to stay for one more breath, and on the next exhale, we come back up. And again, we take a little moment. And as this is a partner session, we're going to take a little moment to finish the class sitting back to back in a comfortable seated position. I'm going to invite you to just take 3 deep breaths in and out before we terminate this session. I hope you enjoyed this duo stretching session and that it feels like something you might do more often with your partner or with a good friend, family member. Remember to continue this deep breathing, gentle breathing for the next 5-10 minutes at least, so you can really reap the benefits of this stretching class. Bye. I wish you a beautiful day.